Before Matthew McConaughey became famous, he was one of the actors considered for the role in Titanic, which eventually went to Leonardo DiCaprio. Before Matthew McConaughey became famous, he survived 2 molestations at the young age of years. Before Matthew McConaughey became famous, he turned down a role in a movie that could have potentially earned him $14,500,000. Welcome to the Starbloid channel, and today you will learn about the life of Matthew McConaughey before he became famous. Friends, before we begin, put a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Matthew David McConaughey was born on November 4, 1969, in the small town of Uvalde in Texas. The boy was the third child in the family. His mother, Mary Kathleen, for a long time worked in a kindergarten and in her spare time engaged in literary work. Matthew's father, Donald McConaughey, in his youth dreamed of becoming a professional American soccer player, presenting great prospects. But unfortunately, Donald was unable to secure his place in the lineup after the draft ceremony. Subsequently, his father founded his own business and became the owner of a gas station. When the boy was 10 years old, the family decided to move to the larger city of Longview, Texas. Enrolled in a new school, his studies progressed well, but as a teenager, McConaughey had to face some difficulties, as the boy got involved with a bad company and spent almost all pocket money on alcohol. Matthew studied well, actively socialized with friends, and participated in the social life of the school. Once the guy even took part in a student exchange program and spent a whole year in Australia. Moreover, McConaughey was always an object of attention. His attractive smile won the hearts of all the girls at school. Unlike his older brothers, Matthew did not want to connect his future with the family business, and the position of director of an ordinary gas station did not attract him. During this period, he began to show a keen interest in law. The teenager easily managed to enter the University of Texas at Austin, and he had to spend only 2 academic years at the university. Later, the guy transferred to the specialty of film and journalism. In his early years, Matthew dabbed in part-time jobs, including experience in modeling and posing. At the time, the lad cared little for his looks, and an artist remarked that he had beautiful hands but terrible nails. The sister offered McConaughey a handsome salary of $120 in exchange for Matthew to stop biting his nails and start modeling. In the late 90s, an embarrassing incident occurred. A young artist decided to try marijuana alone. The effects of the herb turned out to be much stronger than Matthew expected. As a result, he went out on the street at night and began to play the drums, while being completely naked. Neighbors, dumbfounded by what was happening, called the police, and law enforcement representatives took the actor to the police station, where he was issued a fine of $50. With the release of the author's book Green Lights, many facts about Matthew McConaughey have come to light. One of them was 2 cases of harassment that the actor experienced in his youth. The man honestly admitted that he was not going to go into details and did not want to play the role of a victim. It happened when he was 15 and 18 years old, but at the time he considered himself an adult, so he says that what happened did not affect him negatively. However, he was raised in a religious family at the time, and at the time of the first incident, when he was 15, he felt that it could affect his fate and he could go to hell. The first important step in the movie Matthew McConaughey made in 1996, when he got the main role in the thriller A Time to Kill, where he performed the image of a young lawyer. Then the guy decided to try his hand at romantic comedy, which brought him worldwide fame. The most striking examples of comedy roles were the movies The Wedding Planner, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Tiptoes, Failure to Launch, as well as Ghost of Girlfriend's Past. The image of the actor was closely associated with romantic movies. However, Matthew did not quite like it. Although Matthew McConaughey was a promising actor, he did not always get the roles he wanted. For example, according to Today, McConaughey was one of the actors considered for a role in Titanic, which eventually went to Leonardo DiCaprio. By the way, an interesting fact: Matthew is famous for his ability to easily transform his body and appearance for motion pictures. One of the impressive examples of such transformation was the character in the drama Dallas Buyers Club. where McConaughey lost 22 kilograms of weight. The movie is based on the true story of Texas electrician Ron Woodruff, whose life became the basis for the plot. For this amazing work, the actor was honored with some of the most prestigious awards in the film industry, including an Oscar and a Golden Globe. As for his personal life, the actor has always been considered one of the most inviolable grooms in Hollywood. For a long time, he was in a relationship with such famous actresses as Sandra Bullock, Penelope Cruz, and Ashley Judd. However, his real wife, Matthew, met at one of the parties. It was a Brazilian model named Camila Alaves, who gave McConaughey 3 beautiful children, despite the difference in age of 13 years. The actor actively devotes time to charity. Celebrity from Hollywood created his own non-profit organization, Just Keep Living Foundation, which takes care of young people in difficult life situations. In addition, Matthew McConaughey helped rescue animals affected by Hurricane Katrina in 2005. His home is home to several dogs and the cat he adopted off the street. In the spring of 2014, McConaughey was named one of the 100 most influential people in the world by Time magazine. Sporty form is a real business card of the celebrity. He enjoys surfing and prefers to spend his vacation catching a wave. In addition, McConaughey regularly participates in marathons, visits the gym every week, and adheres to a balanced diet. In 2019, Matthew McConaughey and a group of businessmen, including Anthony Prickard, founder of investment firm Two Oak Ventures, became the founders of the Austin Soccer Club. The choice was no coincidence. The team represents McConaughey's native Texas. McConaughey himself once played soccer and dreamed of becoming a professional soccer player. He recalls his childhood, where he spent about 12 years on the soccer field, and, as he admits, was more of a leader in red cards than in scoring goals. Matthew McConaughey is actively involved with the fans and doesn't miss his team's matches. His presence in the stands is always noticeable. The actor often organizes entertainment events and performances for fans, making every game of Soccer Club Austin unforgettable. Today, Matthew McConaughey is not only a talented actor, but also a symbol of success and perseverance. His professionalism has earned him well-deserved recognition and many awards, including an Oscar. He has also become the face of many advertising campaigns and gained popularity as a brand ambassador. McConaughey is known for his colorful character and unusual approach to life. He is not just an actor, but a man who inspires with his optimism and belief in himself. His easygoing ease and life philosophy make him an attractive figure for many fans. Friends, what do you think about Matthew McConaughey? Write your opinion in the comments. If you like this video, then like it and share it with your friends.